Okay.
Okay, we are in the bunch, or outside the bunch of grapes. Nice traditional Otley pub here. Thank you to Nick for filming. Do you know the age of the pub, Nick?
Yeah, 250 years.
250 years old. So, well, let's get into this historic pub and let's get a beer.
A lot of growing.
Go for the Croeso. That one there, wasn't it?
That was the one.
How would you describe this beer, Nick?
4.2% golden ale.
Golden ale.
I could be wrong.
With a good dose of hops.
Excellent. So far so quiet. Give it a review. Cheers.
Excellent.
So we have the Croeso, which means welcome in Welsh. There you go. Nice and clear. Nice looking golden ale, Nick, if you'd like to come in on this one. So, I've got a one finger head, it's nice and white. It's a classic looking golden ale.
It is. That is what we do a lot of these golden ales at Otley Brewing.
Yeah. Well hopped.
This one is particularly well hopped. Yeah. It's made to my taste.
Fantastic, fantastic. Should we get a nose on this beer? Thanks for the invite. Cheers. It's just nice and juicy. It's almost like a chewy juiciness, isn't it?
Yeah.
That kind of gets your kind of gums going at the back and everything else. I'm going to dig into this one. Cheers. Oh yeah.
It's quite bitter as well. It's got a nice bitterness.
Yeah.
It's got a hint of sweetness as well from the malts.
Yeah.
Balance the hops up.
Oh, it's that kind of, that bready malt you get. You walk past a supermarket or a bakery and you get that kind of freshly baked bread smell. It's almost in the taste with it. It's very nice and malty.
You got it. But then you got that wonderful citrus hoppy aroma cutting straight through that sweet malt. Yeah.
It's like an attack from both sides. It's like you've got the hops and the malt both battling away against each other, but it just comes together superbly. And again, the water, it just makes it so refreshing and clean. That's it, clean, you got it.
It's one of the traits of our beers, we try to make it, our beers are quite crisp and clean.
Yeah.
Full of flavour, there's no kind of muddiness there, there's no soft edges, it's crisp.
It's crisp, yeah. It's almost, you see them water adverts on the telly and you kind of get it in your mind how crisp that water is. This is how this beer is. It's very crisp, it's very clean, and it's very drinkable. Nice and clear. The colour of the beer, it's that classic kind of golden straw colour beer. It's 4.2%?
4.2, yeah.
4.2, so...
It's a house beer. It's always on here.
It's always on. I can imagine why it's always on here. It's a beer which you can do two things with. You can either finish work, you've had a hard day, you want to sink a couple of pints, or I reckon you could sit and relax with this beer and just chill out with a moment, have a meal, and
good food match.
Yeah. Talking about food, what kind of food would you match with this beer? With cheese or?
No, I'd go more kind of chicken would go well with this beer. Salads or fish would go well with this beer.
Okay.
Even kind of, you could take kind of some stir fry sort of food as well, a bit of spice. You can take that as well.
Fantastic. Great. I'm going to give this a rating, and then me and Nick are going to enjoy a couple of pints in this award-winning Welsh pub in Pontypridd, the Bunch of Grapes. I think we more or less touched on everything, haven't we? It's clean, it's crisp, it's nice and hoppy.
Yeah.
It's that lovely breadiness you get with a beer. It's so good. It's such a good beer.
It is a good beer. I mean, it's your everyday good beer. It's your session beer. It's, like you said, it's a beer to savour if you're having food.
Yeah.
It can fill every gap that it needs to fill.
And I'm not just saying this because I'm standing next to Nick Otley, but I think this is a beer that normally, if you were to buy a beer like this in the supermarket, you pour it out. This is a beer that you would aspire to. This is something very, very good. And don't just take my word for it. Go out and try this Croeso. I can't very struggle with it.
Croeso.
Croeso. Go and try this Croeso from the Otley Brewing Company. It is a fantastic beer. I'm going to give this. I give the black IPA a 9. I think I enjoy this a little bit more than that, just for the fact that, like I said earlier, you can either session it after a hard day in work, or you could enjoy it with a meal. I'm going to give this a full-on bang, 10 out of 10. I think that is very, very good. Thanks for watching me, the Real Ale Guy. Thanks for Nick for joining me. We're going to have a few beers and something to eat, and cheers.